நிகழ்ச்சியின் 100வது அத்தியாயம் இன்று ஒளிபரப்பானது. நாடு முழுவதும் பெரும் வரவேற்பை பெற்றுள்ள இந்த அத்தியாயத்தின் 100வது நிகழ்ச்சி கொண்டாட்டத்தின் ஒரு பகுதியாக சென்னை ஆளுநர் மாளிகையில் இன்று சிறப்பு திரையிடலுக்கு ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டிருந்தது. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் இதுவரை ஒளிபரப்பான மனதின் குரல் நிகழ்ச்சியில் பிரதமருடன் கலந்துரையாடியவர்கள், நிகழ்ச்சியில் அடையாளம் காணப்பட்டு சிறப்பிக்கப்பட்ட தமிழ்நாட்டின் ஆளுமைகள், பத்ம விருது பெற்றவர்கள் சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்களாக பங்கேற்றனர். இவர்களுடன் பல்வேறு துறைகளைச் சேர்ந்த முக்கிய பிரமுகர்களும் விவசாய பெருமக்களும் கலந்து கொண்டனர். தமிழக ஆளுநர் ஆர்.என். ரவி தனது குடும்பத்தினருடன் பங்கேற்று பிரதமர் மோடியின் 100வது மனதின் குரல் உரையை கேட்டார். நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கேற்ற விருந்தினர்களுக்கு ஆளுநர் நினைவு பரிசுகளை வழங்கி கௌரவித்தார். மேலும் சென்னை பத்திரிகை தகவல் அலுவலகம் தொகுத்திருந்த மனதின் குரலில் தமிழ்நாட்டு ஆளுமைகள் எனும் டிஜிட்டல் புத்தகத்தையும் இந்நிகழ்ச்சியின் போது ஆளுநர் வெளியிட்டார். நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொண்ட மனதின் குரல் ஆளுமைகளை வாழ்த்தி நினைவு பரிசுகளையும் ஆளுநர் வழங்கி கௌரவித்தார். விழாவில் உரையாற்றிய ஆளுநர் ஆர்.என். ரவி, மிக எளிய மனிதர்களை அடையாளம் கண்டு அவர்களின் வெற்றி கதைகளை நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு எடுத்துரைக்க மனதின் குரல் நிகழ்ச்சி முக்கிய காரணமாக அமைந்தது என்றார்.
இங்கே கூட்டியிருக்கும் அனைத்து மதிப்பிற்குரியவர்களுக்கும் வணக்கம். ராஜ்பவனுக்கு இன்று ஒரு வரலாற்று நாள். Because it is historic, because this hall, Darbar Hall, has held many events, felicitated many dignitaries, many achievers, but today is a special. Special because we have here all of you present here. You are in your own ways silently bringing about a revolution to transform this country. You are all builder of the nation. And to have all of you here, I think Raj Bhavan feels blessed to have you all. It is 100th episode today of Prime Minister Man Ki Baat. In the last 100 episodes, think of how it has transformed and how it is transforming the country. The first of all, the one special, unique thing about this entire series of Man Ki Baat is nowhere ever any politics was in it. Normally today, politics has so much become so overwhelming that whenever we think of a politician, whenever we think of a political leader, always think of politics. Sleeping, waking, whatever I speak, there is politics. But this 100 episode, never ever he talked politics. What did he do? He connected with the people and started talking about common people, unknown, unsung people, those who are doing incredible things in their own field, wherever they are. Many of you are here present today. And when Prime Minister mentions, and you know, he has named more than 700 persons and more than 300 entities, NGOs, organizations. These are samples. In our country, he touched every state. And I think If you go by the number of references that he has made, Tamil Nadu, he mentioned perhaps the maximum. Many a times, by listening to his Man Ki Baat, and when he makes a reference to Tamil Nadu, many of us here, of course I am very new, not that new, but yes, relatively, many of us are getting to know about our people through Prime Minister Modi. Now this is a very unique experiment and a successful experiment. You know, a country of 130 crore plus, as the prediction goes that by this year we will be the country with the largest population in the world, we will overtake China. Now such a country, it cannot grow, it cannot be built by the government or government alone. Government has limited capacity. In fact, before the idea of modern state came, Samaj, the society, used to look after itself. Kings had very limited role to play. It was the society, the people who looked after themselves. Unfortunately, with the coming of modern state, we all developed a tendency to look up to government for everything. In the process, the strength of the society, the strength of the people started forgetting. And a dependency syndrome developed. Dependency. Government is not doing this, government is not doing that, government must do that. Now, any government, whichever party, however well-meaning, government has huge limitation. The country can be built if the people of the country, they wake up. They, imagine the strength, the potential. We have amidst us so many of you, and some of you came and shared your experience. Take the case of this little girl, Prasiddhi. Now, she's hardly 10 years. Imagine, 1 lakh trees. Now, 1 lakh is not a small number. It shows the resolve. First, a cause, a larger cause, to save this planet Earth, Mother Earth. We know what kind of problem we are all going to face. The world is going to face. And we also know that how it can be addressed. But somebody has to take forward, a step forward. Now this little girl took the initiative to plant trees. And she has crossed 1 lakh. Now this is a remarkable work. Now take the case of Vaikom Vijayalakshmi. Visually impaired, normally she would have been considered as a liability, what pity, object of pity? No, she challenged. And she developed excellence in handling rare instruments, rare musical instruments. And she proved to the world that this challenge, the disability, cannot defeat me. And it is a great inspiration to all. That yes, she has done it, we can also do it. Take the case of Colonel Doordarshan. In Siachen, I don't know how many of you have. I'm sure many of you would not have been there. I had the good fortune to be there in the course of my duty. You know, at that height, you have to experience, you have to be there and experience to know what it means. Taking one step is an effort. One step, because oxygen is so less. And all such people, those who are physically challenged, they are not a liability, they are assets to our society. All that we need is we appreciate and we say encourage. We found Mr. Murugeshan talking about his experience. Coming from, imagine, banana waste. This something occurred to this gentleman that no, I will do something out of it. And he started making products, rope and so many things. Not only that, he made machines how to make it. Think of the person, his idea, and his resolve to do things nobody thought of. This is a great inspiration. Thank you very much. We have Rajiv sitting here, please. With his uncle, Nel Jayaraman. He has preserved hundreds of native rice varieties. We know we have in our urge to have a greater, higher productivity. More and more new varieties of paddy have been created for get larger yields. That is necessary. But we should also realize that these new varieties, we do not know how they can sustain, how long they can sustain if some pest or something strikes. These mutated new varieties, their durability, their longevity is not certain. But the native varieties have tested the time. For hundreds and hundreds of years they have been here. And when it comes to rice, I don't know how many of us are aware that this land here in Tamil Nadu, now we call Tamil Nadu, until 200 years ago, these are records, the British records of 1820, 1830, our rice production, native rice production, was what is today difficult for us to achieve. Even the most advanced country in rice production, Japan, has not reached about 7 metric ton per hectare. Now 7 metric ton per hectare rice production was through native varieties. This is what we were doing during the period of colonization because of various policies, land policies of the colonials and all that, which suffered. But this gentleman, preserving the native varieties is doing a great service, not only to us, but to the entire humanity. We listened to Mr. Thiru Dhanavalan. Imagine what a story. What a story. This gentleman comes from Tiruchendur, sleeps at the railway station platform. I don't know how many of you have the experience of sleeping at the railway platform. I must tell you that not out of compulsion. He slept out of compulsion. But out of my job compulsion, I have slept on railway platforms so many days, in my younger days. And one knows what it feels like. And then he shared his experience how for people going for visa to American consulate. He would go stand, earn money. And today, look at him. Internet radio, Tamil radio, the first of its kind in the world, he created. Now this is again the power of will, resolve. Yes, I can do it. He had no resource, no means. Today people crib, I don't have, how can I do it? From zero he started. He suffered what all he told you the tales, stories. But it's a story of success. We heard Mr. Tirumurugan talking this Tiruvalluvar Tamil Sangamam. Sangamam we start saying. Tiruvalluvar Tamil Sangam. Now, imagine with his dissemination of the most powerful and richest text to the larger people, which enables you to help you becoming a better human being. A mission, the mission in him to disseminate the goodness around. What a great service. We also heard our friends Vadivel and Masi Sadayan. I have been to their village, their homes. You know, in our country, every year, several lakhs people who get a snake bite and they are alive, they must thank to this Vadivel and Sadayan and his people like him. Because it is they, are irregular people, they who catch the most venomous snakes, take the venom, out of which anti-venoms are made. I have seen the love, the care with which they keep the snakes. They keep the snakes like their children. Earthen pots, you know, snakes, it's a very, it can't bear heat. It can't bear cold also. Certainly it can't bear cold. So they keep in earthen pot to see that temperature remains cool. And after extracting the venom, they carefully take them back to the forest and release them. They don't ever harm any snake. Now, look at the intimacy, look at the sense of togetherness, the sense of oneness. People, you know, we can say, well, they are not very educated, they are not, you know, in the so-called, in terms of success. But the work that they are doing, and they have been doing it traditionally. In fact, I have been wondering that how come these people, those who save the lives of lakhs and lakhs of people throughout the country, we must do something to improve their life. It's true. The people like him are now getting recognized. He got Padma Shri. They got Padma Shri. More and more people today, unlike in the past, all these recognitions were basically people, those who were in the visibility, the high people all the time. They used to get, today we get people, those who are unknown, unsung, somewhere in the remote area doing barefoot, planting trees, somebody's catching a snake, taking the venom, somebody who is building out of passion, the toilets have been doing for a long time, somebody is conserving river, somebody preserving the traditional embroidery, traditional art and craft. Now, all these have been possible today to make it known to the larger people. And once their story is shared, others get energized, inspired. And I must tell you, today I, for one, listening to these 7, 8 people, those who spoke and shared their experience, right from this little girl Prasiddhi to Vadivel and Masi Sadain, I feel inspired. I feel encouraged. Look, if they can do, I must do more. We must do more. And this harnessing of the collective strength of our people, that is what takes the country. Touching issue, look at our sports. For a very long time, sports, we have such a large country, but in the field of sports, internationally we were at the margin. Today, people are taking note of it. Yes, India also has sports people. And our sports people, sports young men and women are making us so proud with their achievement, with their performance. These things to be encouraged. Prime Minister has been taking a special care to recognize and appreciate the goodness, the power of individual looking ordinary but with a potential to do extraordinary things. Such people are being recognized, and to that I'm sure there are many, because you know that 23 crore people are regular listener to this Mann Ki Baat. 23 crore. I don't think there is any other program in the world which has got such a large audience of 23 crore. The study shows that while 23 crores are regular listener, 100 crore people of India at least they have listened one full Mann Ki Baat. This exercise, this outreach, it has a lot of lessons for all of us. While we recognize and appreciate the goodness among us and try to emulate and do, the art of communication. Everybody thought it is an age of electronic media. You have to be on YouTube, you have to be electronic and catch. Then people will see and you have influence. All India Radio. Now All India Radio, people had forgotten All India Radio, what is All India? There was a time when we were young, we were all listening only to All India Radio, of course. The song program of Vivid Bharati was so popular, we used to wait for the evening, listen to Vivid Bharati. So many programs. But over the time, people started moving away. Now again moving. Because this has such the largest and widest access, the remotest area. And when you listen and when you see, there is a difference. When you see something on the TV screen or your mobile screen, your connect is only with the eyes and you get all the time moving, emotionally moving along with the events which are coming on the screen. But when you listen, your mind, you process. More than your eye, your processing is going on. You appreciate, you assimilate. It's much deeper way of engagement. Phenomenal. We have to learn a lot. So I thank the Prime Minister for keeping this connect and taking the country forward. Taking the country forward to its destiny. A country of 130 crore cannot be at the margin of Ore Bharatam, Unnat Bharatam. I thank our friend Anna Durai and his team, Doordarshan, All India Radio, Sudarshan ji, who has been comparing. Many people identify him with Prime Minister Modi. You know, the way I have yet to see a person who is equal to him in translating. Equal not only in language, the way he modulates his body language. all together. Thank you very much. And thank you for anchoring the event today. Thank you very much. Friends, I wish all of you all the very best. And I must say that today we have a time constraint. We had an event, and I did not spend time, and I regret that. But I assure you that in coming weeks and months, I will be individually calling each one of you, inviting to spend more time with you, because I need to learn more from you. It is just not, today we have celebrated the event, 100th episode of Man Ki Baat, but our engagement, our interaction remains incomplete. We will do it in coming weeks, coming months, one by one group by one group, one individual by one individual will call, and we will spend time. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best. Jai Hind.
முன்னதாக சென்னை பத்திரிகை தகவல் அலுவலக கூடுதல் தலைமை இயக்குனர் அண்ணாதுரை அனைவரையும் வரவேற்றார். சென்னை தூர்தர்ஷன் செய்தி பிரிவின் இயக்குனர் குருபாபு பலராமன் நன்றி கூறினார். இந்நிகழ்ச்சிக்கான ஏற்பாடுகளை அகில இந்திய வானொலி, சென்னை தூர்தர்ஷன், சென்னை பத்திரிகை அலுவலகம், மத்திய மக்கள் தொடர்பகம் ஆகியவற்றைச் சேர்ந்த அதிகாரிகள், அலுவலர்கள் செய்திருந்தனர்.